Hi, I'm Steve Iverson, the CEO of Diomede Storage, and we're launching an energy-efficient cloud storage service. We're introducing new storage types and new storage options to cloud computing with game-changing economics. The world's data centers are projected to surpass the airline industry as a greenhouse gas polluter by 2020. Think about that. Data centers' power and cooling requirements continue to increase, and large companies have responded by building enormous data centers near power plants, dams, and in Siberia, literally. Storing your backups in these data centers is like flooring your gas pedal at a stoplight. We're taking a new approach to the problem and enabling companies to actually power down files that they don't need instantaneous access to. To start, we're offering 3 new types of storage: Diomede offline, nearline, and online storage. These options give customers a wide range of storage performance options to choose from. They can adjust on cost, access time, power consumption, and heat. We're partnering with CDNs to provide extremely high performance file delivery when needed, but there's a huge amount of data for which 4-hour or 5-minute access times are sufficient. Previously, with existing services like Amazon Web Services, your storage options have been S3, online storage, or CloudFront, a CDN. But just like a hybrid car that can shift between gas and electric power, Diomede storage can do the same for your data. Diomede offline storage consumes 60 times less power than traditional services and is up to 12 times less expensive. With a 24-month contract, offline storage is available for less than 1 cent per gigabyte per month. So that's what we do. Let me show you the service in action. I'm going to switch over to an application I've already got running, DioCLI. This is what it looks like just when it starts up. It's a free download for anybody. We support Windows, Linux, and OS X with the command line interface. Our partners can program directly against our service endpoints, or you can use the scriptable command line interface, which is what I've got up here. The API is 100% complete. We have 40 to 50 commands. So I'm going to create a new user here. So I'm going to create user. I'll do tcdemo3. I'll create a really cryptic password. And same for the email address that I'm going to associate with this account. You can type them all on the same line, or the command line will actually prompt you for missing parameters. So create it, that's it. I've created it, so let me log into that account now. tcdemo3, password. Actually, I'll show you this. So, see it after. Password 123. Now I'm into the account. I can search for files. I can use dir for that, or search files. Dir is an alias we made for the old school DOS fans out there. Obviously, this account has no files because I just created it. So let's upload some files. I've got some small JPEGs here in my root directory. You can see it started uploading them. So now we've got 3 files in the account. And that's it. The service is amazingly simple to use. There's a whole lot, a bunch of other features I can show. Let's rename one of these to a new file name. Be clever here. And that should rename file ID 2. It's a fully content addressable storage system, so I can address files by the file ID that we assign to them. So we have file ID 1, 2, and 3 here. But you can also address objects in storage by their hash. We support both the MD5 and SHA-1 hash. The command line interface also does some tricky things where you can identify files by file name if you want to do it that way. Let's a couple other quick commands here to demo. Get storage types. This lists the available storage types, like I mentioned earlier, and some of our more interesting advanced features. So I can replicate one of these files. I'll replicate file ID 3 to storage type 1 to create another online copy. Let's create an offline copy. So that's it. The service is amazingly simple to use. It's just as easy to program it against. But let's look at one of these files in more detail to check out our power management capabilities. So you can look at the details of one of these files. /v is for verbose. And you can see this is the file we actually just created the online and offline copy for. The second online copy has been created. You can see it has a created date here. the offline copy has not been created. Usually these take about 90 seconds to actually fulfill a replication request. But let me go back to the slides where I've already got some of this zoomed in, better demo mode. And you can see how the file replication works. So here is one online copy of a file that's using 564 microwatts of power. This real-time per file power consumption analysis is an industry first. We have 9 patents pending around this and related technologies. But let's see what we can do to this file to increase redundancy and reduce power consumption at the same time. So via our API, you can replicate a logical file to any of the 3 storage types, like you just saw in the live demo. It takes about 90 seconds to fulfill a replication request. So in advance, I replicated this file 3 times to Diomede offline storage. You can see that here. So the online copy, the original online copy, still consumes 564 microwatts of power, but each of the 3 offline copies only uses 11 microwatts. So now I have great redundancy for a file that have only increased my power consumption by about 6%. That's pretty cool, but wait, there is more. Now, if my application requirements permit, I can take the file fully offline by deleting the original online copy. So now I still have triple redundancy of this file, but I'm only consuming 34 microwatts of power. That's pretty neat. So you can imagine what's going on in companies and data centers across the country. They're keeping multiple copies of your backups and archives powered up, spinning disks, and generating heat. Those files are often very important to keep, but we think they'd be better managed by Diomede Storage. So that's a quick demo of the service. I wanted to give you an idea of what Diomede Storage has launched and a quick idea of what it looks like to use the live service. We're looking for partners to integrate Diomede functionality and also welcoming new customers who want to save money and want the best backup and archival storage available. Thanks.